You're a big fan of vacations. I think the number is you try to take a few. You try to take a few a year, 3 or 4, once every quarter if you hit a specific goal. Is that something that you're still doing since you've had the kid? And obviously COVID's going on, so we all can't go to the Bahamas or Bermuda or wherever and to wherever in the world, Europe, et cetera. But like, is vacation still something that you think is very important for a business owner to take?
I do. Unfortunately, COVID has put a halt to that. I was just having that conversation with my fiance. And unfortunately, we haven't gone anywhere in 2020. But last year and every year previous to that, as Zach, you said, we do 4 vacations a year. We do 1 a quarter. And then we do some mini vacations throughout the year as well. And I think self-care is everything. As business people, there's a lot that we are dealt. There's a lot of stress. And you have to create ways to unwind. You have to create ways to kind of reset. You can't always be on go because, burnout is a real thing. And, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to come back from burnout. So to prevent that and to eliminate that, we have our reset days, which is, typically our quarterly vacations.
And is that something that you encourage all of your staff to take advantage of? To not necessarily quarterly vacations, unless you're paying for them. Maybe I'll drop my application and work for you, Dennis. But is that something that you have that work-life balance with your staff?
I do. In fact, I have one technician who prides himself on never having time off. So I have to physically make this young man take off. He worked for me for years, and he didn't want to take vacation. But he gets 2 weeks a year, and when that time comes, if he hasn't chosen a day, then I choose it for him, and I tell him I do not want to see you for these 2 weeks. You're on vacation. Go somewhere, relax, enjoy, and reset. And as good of an employee as he is, burnout is real. And I realize if he doesn't get that 2 weeks to reset, if he doesn't get that 2 weeks to kind of unwind, I realize that, we would be doing him an injustice and a disservice because eventually he would burn out. But when he takes that vacation and he comes back and he resets, I can tell that his battery's on full charge and he's ready to go again. He's just an awesome guy. I mean, this is a guy that comes to work. I think last year he actually came to work with pneumonia. And I could see it in his face. I'm like, man, you're 3 seconds away from dying. What are you doing here? He's like, I got pneumonia, but I don't want to take a day off. I want to work. And I'm like, no, you go home right now. I don't want to see you for a week.
You have some wild stories, Dennis. I mean, you got to stop watching all them like Dateline shows or whatever.